This is a totally normal Isekai visual novel. You play as a person who has been transported into a typical Isekai fantasy world, where you meet two lovely women on your journey to find a treasure or something. Fight goblins, romance party members, and click on rectangular boxes of dialogue during your around 20-minute journey through this nondescript magical setting. Hello and welcome, Lynx here, and we are sitting to the time I got transported into a totally normal Isekai from Goblins and CO. Interesting name. I might have said that, you know, it might take around 20 minutes, but, you know, that's when you don't read everything out loud. So it will take a little longer. With that being said, let us sit to this game and see how our another Isekai trip goes. Hopefully we'll have a good time. Under the glow of a blue sun, I watch a bird I've never seen before perch on the branch of an unfamiliar tree. I didn't click anything. Whatever. Is it going on its own? No, I must have clicked the button somehow. I walk past it, chafing my heels in worn boots that fit loosely on my feet. God, I hate walking. That's why I walk everywhere. That's the main reason why I chose an office job in my previous life. What? What? Get a hold of yourself. Any amount of walking is worth a completely fresh start in a new world. I remind myself I'm literally living in my dream. Or living my dream. A fantasy reality that I'd only seen glimpses of in my favorite capital letter for anime and fanfictions. In this world, I've been going by the name of... we all know that's the name. Yes, Arthur Lynx. I've only been here for a few days, but I'm already enjoying the lack of internet forum arguments and insensitive normies who make fun of people like me. I mean, to be honest, I would not even feel that at all. Here, I'll reinvent myself as a new person, and maybe even find a nice looking girl to spend the rest of my life with.
It's been a while since we've started walking. Would you mind checking the map?
Speaking of which, Leah was the first person I'd met when I woke up. She was spoon-feeding me a mixture of herbs and water to help me regain my strength. If not for her healing magic. And that's how you found out that that's not the one you want to be with. Dude, I'll be honest with you, I really am not a fan of healers. I do not understand why, basically, in every single freaking anime, it's like,
oh yes, the main heroine. She's boring as fuck, and she's a healer. That's the one for the main character.
Like, why? Anyway. Yeah, of course. Let's stop here for a moment. I reach into the back at my side and pull out a roll of old parchment. I mean, at least she's not flat, I guess. But apparently, when Leah found me, I had nothing on me except for this paper clenched in my fist. She was too curious not to study it, and spent hours going over its ancient language and landmarks. When I had enough strength to sit up, she had explained that it looked like a map to a great treasure that was hidden only about a 2 days journey outside of the town. While its proximity to people might mean it was already looted, the fact that it was nearby made it worth checking out, especially since I had not even a copper piece to my name. I think we're on track. We'll follow the road for another hour or so, and then we'll have to cross in the forest for a bit. We're already in the forest. Leah had asked to join me on the journey, citing her knowledge of the surrounding area, ability to cast defensive and healing spells, and the various languages she could translate. Alright, I mean, she's not as useless as healers are normally. While I agreed to her joining me for all of these reasons, in reality I was focused on her other attributes. Would this be the start of my dream harem? What? No.
Let me see the map.
She moves closer and leans over my shoulder. The warmth of her skin smells like summer peaches.
It looks like we turned to the woods right before we reach the fallen tree.
She looks at me and smiles.
See, aren't you glad I joined along?
I could have done this without you. No, I'm not gonna go asshole way yet. You've been really helpful, yeah. Definitely, you've been invaluable as a companion, Leah. She blushes and pulls her hood over her head.
If you really mean that, I guess.
I do. She pulls her hood further over her face, but is unable to stifle a slight giggle.
Come on, let's just get going. The sun's going to set soon, and we want to make good progress if we're going to get the treasure.
But before we get up from our spot, we suddenly hear the rustling of the bushes nearby. Bursting through the leaves are a group of goblins that look like they were drawn in a paint, MS paint, each armed with sinister-looking weaponry. Also, I'm not attacking. It's kind of funny that they are like that. Ah! One of them puts the point of a spear at Leah's neck.
Now, what's this we be hearing about treasure?
Hey, get away from her! A second goblin spear whips towards my face before I can reach for her. She can see me lose to a pack of unshowered goblins. What's attractive about that? I screw my eyes shut, trying to think. Before I formulate my master plan, the goblin in front of me goes flying. Cracking one eye open, I take a peek at whatever the hell is going on. Now that's more like it. Standing above me, a tall figure is swinging a great axe at the goblins, scattering them like pigeons. Goblins, pigeons, two things I definitely hate.
Get lost, you little freaks!
Let's speed! Vamos!
The pattern of frantic goblin footsteps dies down, and I stagger to my feet.
God, this is embarrassing for you. 2 goblins is what it takes to finish you off?
I open my mouth to reply, but no sound comes out. Must be the adrenaline, yeah.
It's not like we didn't have it under control, Vanessa.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Leah knows that hot girl. And she didn't tell me about it? What? Vanessa, huh? Wait, you two know each other?
Sure, I mean someone has to guard the town while Leah reads all the perverted books in the library. Isn't that right, Leah?
I don't read those things. It's just nice spending time with the spell books.
And all those spells sure did help against the goblins.
Better than staying up till 2 AM drinking alcohol with the records.
Now Leah's tugging at my sleeve.
Come on, we have to keep moving or the treasure might be.
Oh, the heroic treasure hunters. I love it.
The treasure. As per usual, I feel a brilliant thought coming on. If we've got this girl on our side, our chance of surviving this treasure hunt will triple. And it wouldn't be half bad seeing her around the camp. Hey, Vanessa. She cocks an eyebrow towards me, waiting. Oh crap, okay, it's way scarier when she's actually looking at me, but I have to go for it. I mean, if you help us out, a third of the treasure could be yours. She snorts, looking me up and down.
And why would I want to saddle up with you?
I mean, I assume you're looking for a challenge. Unless two Goblins is your idea of a big adventure. In that case, be my guest and stay here where you're nice and safe.
Actually, good way, maybe.
She narrows her eyes at me and drums her fingers on the handle of her great axe.
Sure, I guess I had nothing better to do. And Leah might wind up dead if I'm not there to keep an eye on things.
Well, I'm not sure that's a good idea.
I can think of two launchers why it's great idea. I can tell she's worth rusting. Should I?
Don't make me dirty my axe with your blood.
What's the big deal? You have two giant gauntlets. You'll definitely be able to help us. Why? What did you think I meant? Vanessa's eyes are slits.
Nothing. Just don't get too cocky. You're the prick.
Gauntlets aside, I'm still worried about this.
Listen, don't worry. There will still be plenty of me to go around.
What? You wish, Han.
And that's not what I meant.
Kidding, of course. I totally wasn't. I absolutely wasn't. As the golden light fades from the horizon, strange birds call through the trees. By the time we make camp, my feet ache and my stomach is gnawing at me. Still, at least there is Leah and Vanessa's constant bickering for entertainment.
I really think this campsite is too exposed.
Oh, please. What, are you scared a human being will walk by and we'll have to talk to them?
Come on, girls, chill. Don't you want a peaceful evening after all that walking? Vanessa snorts.
Like I'll get in peace around her. If I were you, I'd stay away from the nerds.
Vanessa strides over to the center of the camp to start the fire.
So it's impossible. I don't get what you were thinking when you hired her.
Leah stomps over to a nearby tree and takes out a book. It's clear that neither of them are happy with me talking to the other. Who shall I spend the evening with? I mean, you know my taste. And if you don't, then you know now. I head over to the table that Vanessa is leaning on. She's already poured herself a tankard of ale and is lifting an iron waif with one hand. Wait, you mean she carried iron waifs with her as well? When I flop into the seat across from her, I hear soft footsteps heading past me. Dia, where are you off to?
Oh, I got a lot of spells to practice before tomorrow. Whatever lies in the store, I'm going to keep us safe, I promise.
I mean, I guess we can thank her, sure. Yeah. Leah, thanks. I see how hard you've been working. She nods fervently and bobs away towards the tent. I think I catch her smiling, but I'm not sure.
So, no chores for you, huh? I thought you'd make yourself useful around camp since you're no help out there.
Okay, you know what? You talk so much, it almost sounds like you're compensating for something. What, are you secretly afraid I'm stronger than you? I would never say that. She leans her chin on her hand.
Oh, you want to go?
She swings her other elbow on the table with a tongue, sending her tankard of ale rattling.
Let's test it. Arm wrestle. Me, right now.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? Sure, you're on. My fingers wrap around hers and she gives them a light squeeze. This close, she smells a little musky, like honey. I love honey. I've got to shake my head to clear the buzzing.
1, 2, 3.
I heave my weight into it, fueling myself for visions of Vanessa, wailing, admitting to my sheer excellence. She gains some ground and bends my hand close to the table, her skin rosy and her eyes fiery with concentration. Still, I manage to hold her there. And then, out of the corner of my eye, I notice it. The white fabric around her chest starting to slip down, and if it slides any further, I'll be able to see... Oh shit! Before I know it, she's slamming my hand to the wooden boards.
Ha! It's my win. What do you think now, dumbass?
I think your shirt looks better this way. Oh. I'm gonna say the second one because unlike this guy, I'm actually have some culture in my bones. So, your shirt is coming off. Vanessa, I think your shirt is... Ah! You didn't see anything, did you? No, I didn't. I swear. She's layering the white fabric over itself, lacing it tighter. I try very hard to keep my eyes facing the forest.
Hey, I mean, I guess you're a notch or two better than what I first thought. But don't get cocky, you're still insanely low. Anyways, I still beat you fair and square.
Oh, you're just going to call it after one competition. I jerk my thumb at her tankard fail and shrug. I was going to bet that I could chug one of those faster than you. Ugh. Yeah, right. But if you're ready to give up...
No!
She's already sloshing ale into another tankard, clearly not caring how many drops spatter the table.
In fact, how about this? Whoever wins gets to dare the loser to do anything.
This girl is a genius. You're on.
1, 2...
Little does she know I've got a game plan.
3!
I know, I saw a great post about the secret chugging technique. Oh my god, dude. The vortex. If I swirl my drink into a whirlpool and tip back my head, I should be able to... Yeah, well, dude, if you tell me that you read about it, then you can go freak yourself. You will not... Dude. Whatever. Done! The tongue of my tankard onward splits the air. She slumps hers down moments later and glares at me, wiping her mouth with her hand. Ha! I knew the years of soaring forms from the sinkhole in my bed weren't wasted. So, what do you think now?
Cheh, like I even care.
Something about her tone makes me pause for a moment. She's always deflecting, always has the walls up. Hey Vanessa, why do you want to be the best at everything?
Huh? The hell are you talking about?
Oh man, this might get me killed, but I have to try. I'm serious, what are you so afraid of?
Say it again and I'll cut your tongue out.
For a second there I wonder if she really will kill me. Finally, setting her knife down, she huffs out a brave.
I don't want to be the best at everything. I just have to.
Who says you have to?
Well, it's not like anyone out there is going to look out for me, is it? I mean... It's not like I want that. It's stupid to...
Vanessa, listen to me. No. Yeah. Not true. I'm going to protect you.
You... And how are we going to do that, huh? You couldn't even...
I'll figure it out. You don't have to be the strong one with me. I think you deserve to be taken care of, for once. She looks to the side, and her voice is so soft when she speaks.
Okay.
She glanced up at me.
Weren't you supposed to give me a dare?
Oh, right. I look her in the eye, and she doesn't look away. She's smirking at me now. I dare you to kiss me. I dare you to carry my backpack tomorrow. No. Alright, I'm gonna take a gamble here. First one.
Really? Just a kiss? Knowing your one-track mind, I thought you'd be daring me to take my top off.
Oh. I mean, if you really feel like it.
Keep dreaming! So you want me to kiss you?
Hey, I mean, there is no shame if you just don't know how.
Cheh, screw you.
Actually, I mean, you say there is no shame. I mean, it would be good in a way if she didn't know. That way you know that, you know, she's like clean. You know what I mean. Not touched by anyone. That's the best part.
Screw you.
Mwah. She puts her lips against mine, and the musky honey scent gets stronger around me. Holding my chin, she tilts her head to get a better angle. For a second, I'm caught off guard. Her mouth is so hot on mine. When she licks at my bottom lip, I shudder without meaning to. But her tongue is pressing to my mouth now, so I barely care. I find myself wanting to reach up and nestle a hand in her hair to feel if it's as soft as it looks. Somehow I didn't expect her to kiss me this desperately. As for she will die if I pull away. Our journey the next day passed with little to no problems, aside from a constant arguing between Leah and Vanessa. In these short periods of silence when they angrily ignore each other, I daydream about what might lie in the cave at the end of the map. If it's cold, I'll buy some merchant ships and get into shipping. I'll become so rich that I'll never have to work again. Much better than the desk job I used to have. The sun begins to set, but according to the map, we are getting close, so we decide to walk through the night. By the time we find the entrance to the cave, the moon is just reaching the peak of its arc. Both Leah and Vanessa are in the midst of yelling at each other, but the fight quickly peters out when they see the description floating in the middle of the cave's opening. The mob bearer must enter with their most trusted companion. We stare at the words in silence. I can sense the staticky feeling of powerful magic coming off in waves from the cave's entrance. There is no doubt that these rules need to be followed. Leah and Vanessa turn to each other with a smug look and speak in perfect unison.
Well, it looks like your journey ends here.
Well, it looks like your journey ends here.
Eh?
Eh? You've got to be joking. That cave is definitely full of monsters. What are you gonna do? Throw a book at them?
I didn't think you were too stupid to read. Let me help you. It says most trusted companion. You're just gonna kill her for Lynx.
Full name?
As soon as you get into the cave, so that you can have the treasure to yourself.
You just think that because no one has ever liked you enough to trust you. Let me teach you something. In the real world, honor trumps everything. A woman is nothing if not her word. I would never backstab Arthur Lynx like that.
Full name again?
Really? Putting honor above everything, above kindness, above empathy, is the luxury of rich men and titled bitches.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What's with the faces, girls? Calm down.
You whistled your way into our camp because of that killing up of goblins. How do we know you didn't set up the scenario yourself, huh? It was all feel convenient how we arrived just in the nick of time to save us.
Well, it doesn't matter anyways because Arthur Lynx is going to make the right decision and pick the person who can actually protect them.
Him, not them, him. For fuck's sake.
I agree, they're gonna make the correct choice.
He will make the correct choice.
And pick the woman who actually cares about him.
Both of them turn their eyes towards me, and suddenly feels like my face is getting microwaved. My mind goes to the message in the cave. If I trust someone I trust, and we walk in, do we just lie? And what about the girls? The choice is obviously very important to them. Whoever I don't choose is surely to leave, maybe forever.
I choose.
Well, it's pretty obvious, come on. Come on, Vanessa, of course. I choose Vanessa!
A smile, a real, genuine smile surges across her face before she can cover it with a sneer. Yes! Yes! Better luck next time, little Miss Perfect.
Again, I don't like healers. Not wanting to see Leah's disappointment face, I grab Vanessa's hand and pull her down the path into the inky darkness. Hey Vanessa, I'll protect you from whatever we find. Chee! She's definitely blushing.
You sure about that?
Oh yeah, I'm sure, yeah. We turn the corner in the tunnel into a room where a whiteboard stands on one side and an ocean blue portal glows on the other. Huh? Wait, they have whiteboards in this world? Looking at the board, I see it's divided into two, with Leah's name on one side and Vanessa's name on the other. There are dozens of tally marks on both sides of the board. I'm beginning to examine the tallies when the sudden force knocks me flat on my face. Ugh! Vanessa, watch out! There is an enemy in here! The scent of honey fills my nostrils and there is heavy breathing in my ear.
I'm right here, Han. I can get a good look at you like this far.
What? I yell past strong hands grip my shoulders and flip me onto my back. Oof. Vanessa sits down on my chest and presses her hands to my throat before I can think to move. Oh my god, her thighs are on my chest, her thighs are on my chest! Stop it, brain, stop it! I tried to move my arms, but they're pinned under her knees. Vanessa, what are you doing?
You like me, right?
Yes, Vanessa, I like you so bad. She closed her eyes and she's beaming.
I'm glad.
She bears down my throat with the heels of her hands and I feel my windpipe squeezing shut. Down the cave hallway I hear the echo of footsteps approaching. Someone to save me!
Ah, they're totally thinking about choosing me!
No. Really worse.
Oh, he was totally thinking about choosing me!
No, I didn't! Leah, help.
Keep telling yourself that, bitch.
I can't believe your tough mommy routine worked!
Oh, honey, if you think that's my game, you're so far behind. Men don't want a tough mommy. Sure, they say they want a woman who can kick their ass. I mean, that makes their taste interesting, right? But if she's strong to the core, she's complete without them. No insecurities for a hero to mend. A strong girl that really likes herself. What a waste of time.
She coos in my ear.
But you helped me with my self-esteem so much, Han. I had no idea I was worth anything until you came along. Where are my manners? I need to thank you.
She digs her palms into my throat harder, and my head spins, brain glowing for oxygen. I'm dimly aware of Leah standing by the whiteboard.
Whatever, I'm marking down, but there is no way your little dance is winning next time.
I hear the marker squeak down the whiteboard, the sound shaky and high-pitched. What? My vision is blotted out by now, but I can feel Vanessa's thighs shaking around me. She's giggling to herself. His last thing I register before my thoughts are pulled away. Bad end too. What? Why? Hello? Game? What do you mean? Oh, don't tell me this game only has bad endings. It totally has only bad endings, doesn't it? Oh, come on. Yeah, I can totally feel it now. It just will have bad endings. Alright, with that knowledge, let's jump into trying to get the other one. We'll skip what we've seen, of course. As per usual. Yeah, you've been really helpful. You know what? I'm gonna say this time a different option. I'm not sure
it's a good idea for her to join us.
I can tell she's worth trusting.
Cheh, you don't know anything about me.
Vanessa doesn't look too displeaseful.
I'm just concerned about her quest.
Don't worry, girl. Alright, now we are going to spend time with the healer. Ugh. It isn't long after we get fire started that the sun begins to set. The night is cool and flames give off a glow that makes everything look so ethereal. Leaving the city before, I can't remember the last time I had seen something by a firelight. Oh boy, my stomach is making noises. The calm of the night is immediately interrupted by a monstrous sound coming from under my shirt. Ah, man, I haven't eaten anything all day. I glance over and luckily Leah is too busy reading to notice. Vanessa, however, is looking at me in disgust.
Since I doubt the ability of either of you to win a fight against a rabbit, I guess I better go hunt us something for dinner.
Vanessa turns towards Leah, expecting a response, but Leah is too engrossed in her book to notice. With an eye roll, Vanessa picks up her great axe and heads towards the woods. Sure, I mean, let's thank her, why not? I stand to choke out a half-hearted thanks, but Vanessa is gone before I can say anything. I slam down, my gaze drifting towards Leah, and I catch her staring at me. She breaks eye contact, turns a deep shade of pink, quickly closing and hiding the book under her legs. Huh? I look away and pretend to tend to the fire. After a few minutes, when she thinks I'm not watching her anymore, she takes a small quill from her pocket and continues scribbling in her book. What should she be doing? That is so important. What could? Sorry. I stretch loudly and walk nonchalantly in her direction. I'll pretend to be heading into the woods to take a leak, and sneak a glance at her notebook on the way. She's so focused on the page that she doesn't even notice me getting closer. Now let's see what... Hey! Glancing down, I see that both open pages are filled corner to corner with drawings of me! Startled, Leah looks up to see me staring. Ah! Leah waves her hand and a transparent magic barrier pops into existence around her. She slams the book cover closed, but not before I notice the distinct lack of clothing adorning my many penciled bodies.
I can explain!
My mind races with questions, but all that manages to escape my mouth is... It's not that large. What I mean is... Leah holds her hood down over her tangerine hair and curls her body in a tight ball. She groans, the shimmering barrier muffling her voice.
I'm sorry, you weren't supposed to see that.
It's okay.
I guess I was a little surprised is all. It's just that I like to daydream sometimes, okay?
People
are usually mean to me, so avoid them in real life. In fact, you're the first person in a while who hasn't called me a witch or a demon. In my book 4, they can do anything that I don't want them to.
Between her colorful outfit and small stature, I wonder how anyone could see her as a dangerous monster. I sit down next to her, feeling the warm ground and soft grass between my fingers. Ooh, 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 ooh. That must get pretty lonely, so you're saying you're single? I mean, magic is pretty scary. I'm gonna go lonely. Even with the hood, I can see tears welling in the corners of her eyes.
I haven't found anyone that's even willing to hold my hand.
Fine, I mean, we are going that path anyway, so... Leah turns towards me, her eyes wide with disbelief. I can see the slight fear behind her eyes. The shadow of chance that I might be lying and that she's setting herself up to be hurt yet again.
Are you for sure?
I look into her eyes, green as the grass under our feet, and nod. A breeze rustles through the trees, dancing with the campfire. It smells of pine and moss. I shift my hand closer to hers, feeling the staticky hum of the magical energy coming from the barrier. A moment passes and the translucent walls disappear, the tingling feeling quickly replaced by the soft wave of her hand on mine. Nice camera angle, that's for sure. Her fingers slowly intertwine with mine, like vines on a stone wall, perfectly fitting into the spaces above my palm. Even though I can sense the night growing colder, I don't shiver. The warmth of her hand on mine feels like a second campfire. Leah shifts closer, leaning her head on my shoulder and taking in her perfume. We sit there for a long while, watching the embers leap off the flames like tiny shooting stars. I fall asleep to the scent of fresh strawberries and warm vanilla. Not a bad ice cream mix, yeah. Alright, this time around, of the two angry girls, I'm gonna have to say Leah. Leah, I choose you!
Yes!
What? I can see Vanessa reaching for her axe, but Leah grabs my hand and pulls me out of her range. Leah yanks me through the floating words like runners at the finish line, but not before taking one last chance to turn around and make a face at Vanessa. Blows raspberry? What? Leah starts to laugh and I find myself laughing with her as we both sprint to the dark, hearing our almost frantic joy echo off the walls. She leads in front of me, lighting my path with her bright giggles and strawberry aroma. I squeeze her hand and she tightens her grip on mine in response. I know then that I've definitely made the right choice. Did you? It's not long before we see an unnaturally blue light illuminate a bend in the cave tunnel.
Come on, we're almost there!
She lets go of my hand and dashes forward around the corner. Hold up! I feel a breeze come from ahead, cooling the sweat on the front of my shirt. When I round the corner, I see a small room. An ocean blue portal on one side and a whiteboard on the other. Wait, what? A whiteboard? Isn't this supposed to be a medieval world? Looking at the board, I see it's divided into two, with Leah's name on one side and Vanessa's name on the other. There are dozens of tally marks on both sides of the board. Leah is next to the board, holding a dry erase marker and bouncing with excitement.
Leah!
Leah, what? I step forward and immediately hit an invisible wall. What is this? I put my hands out and feel my elbows bump against similar barriers, flanking my sides. Leah, I think I've been trapped. I'm in some kind of transparent box. Leah! I reach my palms up and they touch a flat, shimmering ceiling a few inches above my head. My sweat goes cold when I feel my hands being pushed lower and lower. Leah! Leah! Help! The box is getting smaller. Leah, help me! I pound the invisible walls, but they might as well be still. Suddenly I hear footsteps echo behind me, and I turn to see Vanessa stomping towards me.
Vanessa!
Help! Can you hear me? I'm trapped! She ignores me, walking just past my shrinking cage. When she arrives, Leah squeals in delight.
A new winner has been crowned! And won't you just listen to that crowd?
She breathes out, imitating a cheering stadium. I'm trying to figure out what is going on when I feel the barrier touch the top of my head. I slam down and look to accommodate and feel a bed of sweat run down my neck.
Don't get too full of yourself. You're lucky we grabbed the spineless one this time.
Oh, you know that it's more than luck. I keep telling you time and time again, men don't want scary powerful women. They want someone soft and shy with a cute face and nice booba.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Also, should we hit on this topic? We should. Men don't mind like strong woman. What they mind is women who think they are strong, but in reality they are just an annoyance. You know, loud, constantly cursing, etc. That's what we don't want. This is not a sign of being strong, by the way. That's why. Anyway, I'll keep it short, basically. I'm forced to one knee and then to two. My vision goes blurry as tears begin to blot the ground under me. Each breath feels thinner than the last.
Someone help! Help me, please! I don't want to die! You're delusional. Look at it. The prey just happened to be more of a loser than usual. I'll just adjust my breast size.
What?
Throw on something a little skimpier, and I can guarantee the next one will be all over me.
What?
Agree to disagree. Now hurry up and mark the board already or we're gonna miss it.
I climb my neck up as much as I can and watch Vanessa snatch the marker from Leah. With a look as if she were stabbing herself with a dagger, she places the marker under Leah's scrawled name and adds another tally. The board squeaks with the force she puts into it. The barrier touches the back of my head and forces my face between my knees, the front of the box pushing my hair down into my eyes. Every panic breath sends a cloud of dust and grip up my dribbling nose. Please, please let me go! I don't want to die! Please, please! I feel the barrier touch the small of my back, and a sob bursts from my throat. I hear them talking, but their shrinking prison prevents me from looking up.
I'm especially proud of this one. It's a callback to the magic box I used in a fireside scene. It's called dramatic irony. Not that you'd know what that means, heh?
You're always wasted too much time in this with the spectacle of it. I don't know why you have to make a show out of it every time.
With nowhere left to sink, I feel the pressure on my back, increasing a dull pain, turning sharp like a slow knife. The pain crescendos into a crunch and my throat opens into a long scream. I can't feel my legs anymore, by the way. The pressure of my knees pushing to my upper body cracks one of my ribs. Oof. And I feel something soft expand and pop within my torso. Oof. and a naturally hot feeling spreads through my stomach. It must be the blood. Like someone had poured warm water directly into a hole in my back. I miraculously find enough space to take a short breath and cough, sending a small chunk of dark red flesh sliding up my esophagus to splat on the cave floor in front of me. The liquid around it almost reminds me of cherry cough syrup. As my vision goes black, my forehead touches the cool cave floor. The last thing I hear is Leah's voice.
Ooh, ooh, ooh! Here comes the big finale! Hear it!
But and one. There is another one. Alright. What's my name? Come on. You've been really helpful. Wait. Oh, the heroic treasure hunters. I love it. The treasure. Should I hire Vanessa to help us find it? Yes. I can tell she's worth trusting. Spend time with Vanessa. Thank her. Your shirt is coming off. I'm going to protect the pillager, but I'm going to protect you. I dare you to kiss me. Oh, now we have a third option. I know. I remember my previous incarnations into this world. I know what awaits me if I ask one of them to come with me. That's why. Neither. Something is wrong with both of these two. What's with the creepy looks on their faces? I've got to get out of here. I choose! Suddenly, I point behind them.
Oh my god! The goblins are back! Huh?
Huh? While they aren't stupid enough to turn around, my outburst stumps them long enough for me to turn and sprint to the cave. Adios! The cool, damp air of the cave helps ease my burning lungs. I hear 2 pairs of footsteps running behind me.
You stupid bitch! You gave it away!
What? I didn't do anything! If anything, you're murderous! Tough girl, stick! Tipped it off!
I stumble around the corner of a small cavern. There is a blue portal on one side and a whiteboard on the other. By the time my mind registers the irregularity of a modern whiteboard being in a medieval world, I hear the echoes of Leah and Vanessa's argument getting closer and closer.
I can't believe you were stupid enough to fall for the look over that trick! You'd think, after thousands of years of hunting, you'd be less gullible!
Hey, you were standing there just as long as I was. If this prey gets away, it will be your fault.
I ran towards the portal and stopped just shy of its shifting face. Leah and Vanessa reach the entrance to the room, and Leah switches to a soft voice, almost on the verge of tears.
Please don't leave! We can explain if you just...
She's interrupted by Vanessa pushing her aside to throw her battle axe at me. In the adrenaline of the situation, I miraculously duck out of the way of the weapon as it finishes its arm by burying its blade into the stone by my head.
Ooh. You stupid freak! You just ruined the chance we had of convincing him to stay!
It was our last chance. If you hadn't been in the way, it would be over by now.
At this point, I've heard enough. It's obvious I'm not safe here. I stare the front of the portal. From here, it looks like an aerial view of an ocean. Moonlight sparkling off its surface.
Don't you dare go in there!
Step away from that now!
Adios. I step into the portal, feeling like a bucket of cold water was poured over my body. Behind me, I hear 2 primal inhuman screams fade as I slip into the comforting darkness. I don't know where I'm going, but it's got to be better than this. Right? Right? Right?
Right?
Secret end. However, that's basically the secret. We will not find out what has happened to us after stepping into place. All in all, I mean, as I kind of said, I'm staying by my belief when it comes to anime and games. the healers are overrated and they are boring as hell. I will never understand why healers in said anime or whatever are always chosen as the main heroine. It's so stupid. The most boring characters, always. Always. It's ridiculous. That's why Leah is not the chosen one. Also, that reminds me, now that I think about it and now that I look at her. Like the bandage wrapped around the chest, as in kind of supposedly a bra. I like that. And I know it's all thanks to Fairy Tail and Erza Scarlet. Speaking of Erza, best girl in Fairy Tail. Not that I watched entire Fairy Tail though. But she's best girl. Wow. That time I got transported into a totally normal Isekai. Totally normal not. Right. Well, it was definitely not normal in the end. Seemed like... Technically you're not being reincarnated, but seemed like the character... Or more like characters. Different characters appear in front of those two girls. And for some reason they compete. You know, with seeing like how many of people would choose one or the other. Kinda interesting and also weird competition between the two, that's for sure. Especially since they end destroying those people anyway. All in all, like, you know, the boring healer thing aside, Vanessa is still more attractive to me, obviously. Much more attractive. Yeah. Basically, the stars are saying, go for Vanessa if anyone. Risk it all for Vanessa. Not that Leah is not cute, but she doesn't hold a candle to Vanessa. All in all, Isekai, what a weird freaking trope in general. The problem with Isekai is there is so much of it now, and so much of it seems the same. This one was different for... Also a short one. Oh, we got it in under an hour. I totally thought it might take us a little longer. Then again, we did a little bit of skipperoo. Obviously, with the options we've seen. Let's see. Oh yeah, the game is on itch.io, of course. Link in the description. You can go get it yourself as well. Rate the game. Follow Goblins NCO. They don't have... The Goblins NCO don't have any Twitter or anything, seems like it. Anything. Oh, debut game. Okay, that's a debut game. Nice. I mean, to be honest, for a debut game, that was a good job. A job well done. So, already following on each. If I run into a Goblins NCO somewhere else as well, definitely will give a follow for the observation as well, to see if there are any new games being released. Who knows, maybe there will be like some sort of continuation to this. It's always a possibility after all. It's always a possibility. Anywho, I feel sleepy, so I'm gonna go take a nap. Hope you enjoyed the video. Consider liking if you did. If you're new around, subscribe. There is still more games that I have saved up to play. I think we are slowly but surely clearing the backlog. I should not be saying that, by the way. I bet like the next day after I said that, the backlog will grow again. But yeah, subscribe for the backlog cleaning. If you too need to clean your backlog of games, subscribe over here to PolishLynx on YouTube. I don't know why I said like that. Whatever. Alright, let's end it. I wish you all a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll get to see you in the next video as well. Bye bye.